I could have gotten some more gold, but I wouldn't really thinking of it. Like once we start the next part, it's just straightforward. It's just straightforward to the boss. So I'd rather just do it all at once. Also, I probably need some extra flowers or another item. I really... Do I have the mixer yet? I need to check and see if I have a mixer. I don't think I've been using the mixer, but I need to check and see if I have a mixer.
Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there.
I also haven't really been dealing with the Runes. I've been trying to ignore them as much as possible. I think I might need to start, because I think it's been slowing down in certain areas.
Hey there. Hey
So I might need to tweak that a little bit. Well, I need to go get my wolf buddy. But I might need to use the harvester and collect some runes, as well as, like, take care of some runes in other places. Because, like, I can see a whole bunch of runes around here. I don't think I've seen a lot in other places. Like, again, our place is just a rune factory. I think you'll see, like, here's a pretty good amount, but, like, certain places I think are running empty. I think, like, close to the lava ruins, there's not as much. I could be wrong, though. Like, if I wasn't playing it on stream, I'd be a little bit more careful in, like, taking care of the runes. And, like, trying to min-max, trying to, like, collect as many as possible, like, every, like, 15 days or so. Just trying to, like, or, like, 14 days, I guess, because there's only, like, 28, I think. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Yeah, there's... No, it'd be 15. Okay, yeah, because holiday. Makes it 6... Yeah. I'm sorry. I get confused because some farming sims are 28 days and other ones are like, you know, 20, 30, 28, whatever. Either way. And then there's a wonderful life that has 10. But I digress. We'll have them all taken care of. So, we'll talk to Mist. Maybe talk to a few more people.
Thank you. Good morning. It's so...
She wants to make a turnip hot pot in the lava ruins. Let's see who... Oh, well, I can't see right now. I was going to see who's, like, the top relationship I got. I think we should start talking to Iris again, too. We do have that shortcut to her now. And I think it would be a good time to start talking to her again.
Good morning.
Especially since we're getting so close to beating the game now.
How may I? Good morning. Good morning.
Let's see. It's Thursday, so Lute'll be in town. But he won't be selling anything, he's just visiting.
Oh. May I help? Good morning. Why, thank. May I help? I make some food as an offer.
I don't know if we've read that or not, but I went over it. I shouldn't have. Probably should have let her said something. It's all kind of like scrambling together at this point. Okay, so here's... Is Selphy even here?
Morning. I'm gathering magic items. Tell me.
I'm not giving you a magic crystal. I barely have enough magic crystals for myself. I'll give you all the seafood you want, though. There's a lot of rare books that come here often. Aren't there a lot of books at your home? There are a lot of books here that are not at home, so it's convenient. Yeah, Selphy ain't here. Okay. So, Selphy has a lot of books here. And I think... Well, I mean, we haven't caught all of them, but we can start reading some of them. Because we've gotten pretty far into the game. Now, not everything will be unlocked. Oh, I haven't read this book yet. The Elves. Elves, famous for their beauty, are a monarchical race in a forest in the far north, ruled by a queen. Having a much longer lifespan than humans, they preserved a culture that deeply respects nature, the vehicle of life itself. Once you've read a book, it will tell you that you have read it. The beginning of man. The kingdom of Norad is small, but houses the oldest royal family in the world. Because of their long history, people from all around the world respect them as the wellspring of mankind. The successive kings of Norad work to live in harmony with nature, and these philanthropic efforts are another reason for the respect Norad receives. However, even a kingdom like Norad has enemies. The Zizix Empire in the south is a militant nation burning with ambitions of world domination. It has invaded Norad countless times. So I'm gonna stop right here. It looks like Miss has pretty high, Melody. Selphy's got 2 and 1 right now, so just take a look at Selphy right now. Just keep Selphy in your thoughts. 2 and 1, okay? We're gonna go through a bunch of books. The Green Ruins. The Adventures of John Arthur, Section 1, Chapter 12, Part 3, The Green Ruins. Making my way through an overgrown field of young plants, I went deeper into the area called the Green Ruins. Once a research facility for utilizing the power of runes, it is now overrun with monsters. It is warming and spring-like. In fact, I saw springtime plants thriving in every crevice of the ruins. I finally came to a set of stairs, but it seems someone came before me and opened the door that leads inside. I continued down the stairs and moved forward. When I got to the 3rd basement floor, to be continued. The Lava Ruins. Adventures of John Arthur, Section 1, Chapter 13, Part 5. The Lava Ruins. Covered in sweat, I pressed on ahead towards the ruins that once used to house a facility devoted to researching the effects of heat on runes. As expected, it's hot here like summer. I found a bomb on a seesaw on the third basement floor. I slammed the opposite side of the seesaw with a hammer and successfully cast it into a pile of rubble. I used a bomb to remove that pile. To detonate the bomb, I slashed at it. A loud noise engulfed the entire ruins. I don't remember anything after that. I have lost my memory. Adventures of John Arthur, Section 1, Chapter 14, Part 12, The Snow Ruins. As the name suggests, these ruins are covered in snow, but the climate is rather mild, like autumn. I'm sure the climate was much colder when they were carrying out low-temperature research on ruins, but this is much nicer for me. At the entrance of these ruins are slopes and a frozen door. I destroyed nearby fridges, just cut the cord, to melt the ice and move forward. My adventure was going well. However, due to an accident, I had no choice but to give up my exploration. I cannot disclose the details here, but it was definitely not because I got hungry. It's because he got hungry. There's nothing there. So there's some books that are about constellations too. We just gotta find all the books. Magic Users of the World, Volume 12. Yui, the mysterious magic user. Perhaps the most famous magic user is Yui, a practitioner surrounded in mystery. History gives us little record of her life, but the effects of her magic can still be felt even to this day. If I remember correctly, Rune Factory 2 has a character named Yui. It's not Yui, but it sounds close enough. The coast of a certain sea is completely devoid of life. It is said that Yui was responsible. It is also believed that Yui, who turned the moon to cheese. There's a town to the north that never sees snow even during winter. Apparently Yui is also responsible for a town in the south where cherry flowers bloom year-round. What's even more amazing about Yui is that she was active for only 1 year, but according to the limited sources available at the time, she was only 5. One can only hope for further research into what happened to this genius child that can use magic of such power at such a young age. Now again, I don't know if we're going to read all these books, I'm just reading as much as I can. Family Medicine. This book will discuss the symptoms of various diseases so that the reader may accurately treat any condition at home. Poison. HP decreases by 1/16 the total. Every 5 seconds, poison cannot bring HP down to 0. Note purple bubbles by the head, heals over time. Paralysis. Unable to run. Movement speed housed for monsters. Note electric bolt by the head, heals over time. Seal. Unable to use special attacks. Limits monsters to one type of attack. Note the X mark by the head. Heals over time. Stun. Unable to move for a time. Note stars by the head. Heals over time. Exhaustion. RP decreases at 2 times the rate. Damage dealt halves for the monsters. Note a blue haze by the head. Heals over time. Cold. RP decreases at 3 times the normal rate. Can be caught while working late at night or after fading from overworking. Does not heal over time. If you catch any of the above illnesses, take medicine or go to a nearby nurse. Like, it takes a lot, though, for you to actually catch a cold, in case you haven't noticed. Like, you really, really have to work late. Book of Healthy Dieting. The foundation of health is food. Eat healthy and stay healthy. This book will discuss the types of food you eat and the effects they have on you. I'm literally just doing this today because I'm going to be working on, like, the actual dungeon next week. So I figured, why not just do this today? This book will discuss the types of food you eat and the effects they have on you. Foods have various effects on the body, such as HP, RP recovery, HP absorption, and poison attacks. An apple is displayed by the HP gauge when a food is in effect. You can check the status of your affected parameters in the menu, so be sure to check what foods affect what. Also, if you have a monster with you, the monster will share your food. In doing so, both you and your monster will be affected by the food you've eaten. So you basically share your food anytime that you, like, eat it. However, remember that some monsters are immune to certain status effects and likewise foods, so be careful. And eventually, this might shock you, Selphy learns how to clean. She does actually learn how to clean, so more books become available. So, like, it's easier just to do this, like, a little bit at a time. Fishing Pride. If you have a fishing pole, try casting it into water. You will experience a whole new world. Using your fishing pole is easy. Just wait until a fish bites. Once it bites, pull on the pole to lift the fish out of the water. You can fish in rivers, oceans, and lakes. Perhaps you can find other spots to fish too? Let's find a personal fishing spot and brag about it to friends. The Cornucopia Tree. Adventures of John Arthur, Section 1, Chapter 9, Part 4, P.S. Cornucopia Tree. At the very moment I was about to draw my last breath, I saw trees upon trees so laden with fruit, it looked as though the branches would break. I tried everything to get my eager hands on the fruits. From climbing to throwing rocks, my desperation gave me strength. However, not a single fruit would budge, not even once. Alas, if only I had a hammer with me, I could have eaten one. I would have been able to survive long enough to see the next fruit-bearing season. Did you die? How were you able to ride if you died? Boating 101. You can find boats at many lakes. Stand by the boat and press the A button to get on. Once on the boat, press the B button to move forward and press the A button at a dock to get off. Jane and I. My partner Jane is a chitter, the squirrel. She lives in a monster pit in my yard. I met Jane on a glorious day in spring. The moment I laid eyes on her, I knew I had to have her. I took my pet glove and brushed her as if my life depended on it, and she understood. I'm not liking how this story is being written. Thus began our life together. I fed her and brushed her every day with my pet glove, and we became closer day by day. Soon Jane began helping me with my work. She was always with me, even during my travels. Jane and I are as close as can be. So today I've decided to give Jane this rune stone for the sake of a new life with her. It sounds almost like a proposal, but basically it's explaining, hey, you want babies? You want baby monsters? Give them a rune stone. That's how you get baby monsters. It just sounds a bit weird. It sounds a bit weird the way he's describing it. Looks like you could actually read a little bit there, but you can't right now. Oh, there we go. We can read here. The Way of Magic. I want to be a magic user, but I have no talent. For those of you that fit the description above, the heavens have provided you with a cane. This book will discuss the basics of using canes to do magic. Hey, I have a cane. I have a cane. I have a cane. Can I use magic? I don't think it works that way. My magic is beating people with my cane. I know how to use the beat magic. Anyway, first, get yourself a cane. A magic cane can easily be created by any magic user, so try asking one you know to make one for you. Just swinging around your magic cane like a regular stick won't do you any good. Use a special attack to first trigger magic. To perform a special attack, hold down the B button and press the A button. Gosh, wow, there's so many books. Way of Magic Part 2. In Part 2, we're covering magic use. Magic has the following 4 elemental affinities: fire, water, earth, and wind. Most things in this world belong to one of these elements and are strong or weak against the others. To use this widely in battle. Could you explain which one's weaker or stronger than the other? Listen, the fact that it's been this long and I'm nearly at the end of the game and I haven't had to learn the elemental weaknesses tells you something about how important elemental weaknesses is in this game, okay? There are also weapons forged by master smiths with magic elements embedded with them. With such arms, you can strike at your enemy's elemental weaknesses simply by swinging your weapon. Topics covered up to this point are the basics of basics. Magic is very complex and it is up to you to unlock all of its secrets. Up your quality. Not satisfied with merely growing crops and making items? Want to raise the quality of your crops and items to sell for more? Then you need the know-how to become a first-rate designer. The quality of an item is reflected by its item level. As the level of an item rises, not only can you sell it for more, but the item's performance improves too. For example, a tool's RP consumption goes down, accessories defense up, foods effect duration up, medicine recovery amount up, and etc. But again, you don't need to. Like, it's good to have like the levels up, but like you can literally do fine with just level 1 of stuff. It's only if you're doing like a specialty thing, like tools only run or like specialty gear runs or something like that. To raise the level of your items, you can use the greenifier for crops, for example, but basically what you need is to make them with higher level ingredients. This is because the level of the final product will be the same as the lowest level ingredient. There's exceptions. If you manage to get a perfect while cooking, foraging, crafting, or mixing, you can get items with levels higher than their ingredients. In the end, it's all about skill. Okay, we got one more set of books. Honestly, this is good to find out if I'm, like, going to be able to read next week. Make her fall in love. To make a girl's heart yours, presents are the best way. Accessories are especially effective. After receiving it, the girl will put on the gift you gave her and then comes to see you to show you. If you think that does not look good on her, then give her a new present. Please don't tell her that doesn't look good on her, though. However, remember that every girl has different tastes in things, so don't give her something she absolutely hates. Get to know her to win her. To ocean swimmers, changing room reminder. Before entering the ocean, please remember to stretch. The beach is not your trash can. Let us keep it clean for others. You can't go into the ocean. So, like, it doesn't matter. Expanding your home. 1. Save up money in lumber. 2. Go to a carpenter. 3. There has to be a carpenter in town, or who else built your house? It's implying that Cross doesn't exist. Okay. You can even expand your house by adding entire rooms. 5. Customize your interior. You can't really customize them. 6. Interiors can be purchased from a traveling peddler in town. 7. You want a full-size bed. 8. Remember money and lumber. Home Improvement Catalog. Roomy life begins with a roomy house. Our shop has multiple plans for your home improvement needs. All designs have the same functionality, so choose one that fits you best. Forge area. Forge in your house. Cozy forge, cool forge, creepy forge. It's just giving you an idea. This is just an idea. For a more luxurious life, I've already shown off like a couple of the things for like the forge and cozy and all that. You have to redo them and repay for them in order to get like a different version of like the furnace and like the blacksmithing, laboratory, and cooking area. I'm not doing that. A second floor bedroom, a private space for you and that special someone, big enough for a full-size bed. Bard, looking for a place to house your monster companions, hold up to 10 monsters per room. Now, I think most of these are constellation based, so I think it'll be more the ones closer to the ladder. That we gotta deal with. There we go. So this is the summer one, right? Yes. The Woolly is the most prominent constellation in the summer skies and can be seen just before midnight. The Buffalo is a summer constellation that appears a little after midnight. It may be a good sight to see while taking a walk on a sleepless night. The Elephant, a summer constellation, appears a little after sunset. Look up at the sky once it gets completely dark to spot it. And then this last one should be the spring constellations. Turnip. The turnip is the constellation of spring. It is quite bright in the early night sky, so it's very easy to find. The serpent, a spring constellation, appears later in the night. Because it can be seen even after the sky is turned completely dark, the serpent is one of the most radiant constellations. You can only see these books after you've actually seen the constellation. Crown. The Crown is a constellation that appears past midnight in the springtime sky. Because it appears so late, few have ever seen it, but its splendor makes it worth staying up for. So we are all done reading. Now let's take a look at Selphy again. Hey look, she's got 3 hearts now. I think Cinnamon might have boosted a little bit too, but remember how she only had 2 friendship and 1 heart? Suddenly she's 3. So if you want to boost up her relationship, literally just read books. Unlock books and then read them. It's actually a good thing to read on this game. Now, eventually you will run out of books and you have to start giving her gifts. But it's an option.